Live from J. David Ramsey Stadium on the campus of Bear River High School. Touchdown Productions, now in our 18th season of high school sports television, is proud to present Bear River Bruin football. Tonight, we continue our coverage of the 2014 PBL season as the Bear River Bruins take on the Center Cougars. We're in the home stretch on the road to the PBL title, and all the football action begins right here, right now. It's your NorCal Game of the Week. The Bear River Bruins come home to J. David Ramsey Stadium on a cold, rainy fall evening in the foothills, and they take on the defending PBL champions, the Center Cougars. Good evening, football fans, wherever you are across our worldwide audience. This is Marty Mortensen, the voice of Bear River football, joined in the booth tonight by Steve Sitter. Our producer and director for tonight's game is Gilbert M. Dominguez, and of course, the rest of the Touchdown Productions sports team has joined us here tonight on this rainy evening, along with camera operator Shanu Enos and Cody Hitchcock.
Well, Marty, the rain and cold have come to the foothills. Rain's expected to pick up for the entirety of tonight's game, and that field is already a muddy mess down there.
And the Bruins come home after two rough home games, Steve, with when they saw the Colfax Falcons, and they defeated them by a score of 21-20, but then fell to the defending champion Placer Hillman last week by a score of 28-0.
And meanwhile, the Cougars got off to a rough start when they had several players suspended for a bench-clearing brawl. Don't usually see that in football. And as a result, they had to forfeit their game against Placer, missing a golden opportunity to battle Placer for outright title in Game 1. Since then, however, they've been on a tear in the PVL. 2 weeks ago, they shut out Lincoln 25-0 and handily defeated Colfax 33-21 last week. And now they face the other 2-1 team tonight in Bear River.
And, of course, the other big story tonight, Steve, is the weather. The storm has slowed down a bit as it hit the coast, delaying its impact into our region and making it more likely that we'll have continued unsettled weather throughout tonight's game.
Well, fortunately for us, Marty, the touchdown crew came in early today here at Polar Vortex Stadium to get our broadcast position ready for us tonight, including this milestone. It's our first game with the electric blanket.
And that'll work out real nice tonight, Steve. And we're going to meet the temperature here tonight will be dropping as this game progresses. So thank you, everybody, for spending your time with us tonight on our Touchdown Productions Game of the Week YouTube channel, and on NCTV Comcast 11, Suddenlink Channel 16, and in Auburn on ACTV Wave Broadband Channel 20. It's the Bear River Bruins versus the Center Cougars coming up next right here on your Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Accidents happen, and Tripp's Auto Body and Paint Shop understands your frustration when they do. They work on all makes and models and have been serving Nevada County for 3 generations. Tripp's is a proud member of the AAA Repair Network, and their technicians are I-CAR Gold Class professionals. Tripp's works with all insurance companies and is a direct repair facility for AAA. Voted Nevada County's best, it's Tripp's Auto Body. It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. Third generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
Anything Green Hydroponics is your source for hydro systems, grow lights, and soils. Anything Green offers a complete range of organic nutrients as well as fungicides, miticides, and predatory bugs. Anything Green Hydroponics has just received this year's soil. Get your totes, pallets, or individual bags. Stay tuned for future workshops. It's all at Anything Green Hydroponics.
Hello, I'm Dr. Victoria Tutak, and welcome to Advanced Chiropractic Centers. Are you tired of living with debilitating pain, physically impacting the quality of your life? Here at Advanced Chiropractic Centers, we offer a variety of options. We are a result-driven office devoted to your health care. My name is Dr. T, and I look forward to meeting your health care needs.
Welcome back to J. David Ramsey Stadium on the campus of Bear River High School. Marty Mortensen along with Steve Sitter saying thank you for joining us here tonight. And Steve, looking out on the field, it looks like the rain has stopped, but the wind has picked up.
Yeah, that's right. The wind is kind of cutting right through the field. The rain's still misting just a little bit, but not nearly as bad as it was during the JV game. That field, though, still very muddy, very slick.
Yeah, you mentioned the JV game, and the JVs did win tonight by a score of 22-0. So maybe the Bear River varsity can duplicate the same feat. Why don't you talk about the PVL football standings so far?
Well, Placer remains the only undefeated team in the PVL at 3-0. And then we have the two-way tie. Tonight's matchup, Center and Bear River, both at 2-1. Bear River at 6-2 overall. Center at 5-3. Colfax at 2-2. After losing to Center. Foothill at 1-3, and Lincoln still looking for their first league win with Coach Bean.
Yeah, Placer plays Lincoln tonight, and last night they had a special Thursday night game where Colfax beat Foothill. So now Colfax will be 3-2, so the loser of this game tonight will be tied with Colfax.
And looking at the SFL, Folsom at 4-0, 8-0 overall. They are looking very good, completely unstoppable. Granite Bay and Rockland both at 3-1, Del Oro at 2-2, Oak Ridge at 2-3, Wood Creek at 1-3, and Nevada Union at 0-5. This SFL is just brutal. It's brutal every year, but this year in particular with Folsom, Granite Bay, and Rockland, that is just an absolutely dominating trio up there.
Yeah, the Miners have a bye this week. Their final game will be next week against Rockland, so their schedule doesn't get any easier at all, Steve.
No, they knew what they were getting into first week against Del Oro. That was it was really just uphill from there.
Go ahead with the PVL volleyball results.
Well, Placer and Bear River both looking very good. Placer at 8-1, Bear River at 8-2, Colfax at 5-3, Center at 3-7, Lincoln at 2-7, and Foothill having not a very good year, 0-6, 2-15 overall. But Placer and Bear River, I believe Bear River beat Placer yesterday.
They did. Yeah.
Yeah, last night, absolutely fantastic game. Bear River with an excellent record at home. I don't believe they've lost in years at home.
Yeah, both of their losses so far this year in league play have been to Placer and Colfax on the road. So now they're going to have to beat Colfax now to keep their chances alive.
And looking at the SFL, Granite Bay and Oak Ridge are absolutely dominating. Granite Bay 10-1, Oak Ridge 10-2, Rockland right underneath at 9-2. But then you have the 4-8 Wood Creek, 3-7 Del Oro, 3-8 Nevada Union, and Folsom at 0-10.
They ought to bring some of the football players off of that 8-0 season and bring them in to help the girls out at the volleyball. I mean, just the opposite of what's been going on with the football players.
Yeah, all the volleyball players are out watching the football team.
Yeah, that's true. Don't forget, next week we've got an exciting game here at J. David Ramsey Stadium, the final game of the season, PVL game, and it'll be Bear River versus the Lincoln Zebras, and it'll be homecoming back to Bear River for Chris Beam, who is now the head coach at Lincoln, And that game will be broadcast on Touchdown Productions Game of the Week YouTube channel, along with Channel 11, Channel 16, and Channel 20. So you can't go wrong. You can find us anywhere out there. And by the way, we have over 1,500 sports telecasts in the can, and you can come and give Gil a call at touchdownproductions.com /store, or give them a call at 530-274-2206. And if you've got a favorite game out there that we've been recorded since 1997, give us a call and we may have it for you. There's a shot of the Bear River Bruins out on the field, and you can see the mud that they're standing in. The muddiest part, I would say, is at the 50-yard line, right in the center of the field there, Steve. And that's going to be a factor, I would think, here tonight. And one of the things that during practice yesterday that the coaches were doing to the quarterbacks were to soak the balls in water prior to have them go to the line to run a play. So trying to get used to this weather here tonight. But now the rain has started to come down just a little bit more. So this field could be a little wet here later on in this evening. And we'd like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River football right here on your Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Magnuson's Toyota and Scion is celebrating 25 years serving you in the foothills. Right now, Magnuson's carries the first all-electric SUV, and they're still the home of the Toyota Tundra. Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep is right down the street and features the new Ram diesel truck, Jeep Wranglers, and Grand Jeep Cherokee. It's Magnuson's Auburn Toyota and Magnuson's Dodge, both in Auburn.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations, and thank you for keeping your business local.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I love SPD Market because I know all the people here and I've been coming here for a long time. I do all my socializing here and they're just a great community supporter.
I like SPD Market because it's like coming home and seeing all the people I've known for years.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the foothill leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks for joining us tonight, and be sure to stay with us after the game when we announce the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions sports team will select the most deserving NU player and honor them with a beautiful plaque made by Stuckey's. So stay tuned after the game for the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers, and coming up immediately after this exclusive telecast.
We're back here at J. David Ramsey Stadium on a rainy night as the rain begins to pick up. And we're looking forward to an exciting football game here tonight. A must-win for both teams if they want to stay alive in the playoffs. So, Steve, what can you give us in the way of some of the stats for Bear River and going up against a strong center Cougar team?
Well, I'm going to make a prediction right now and say that we will not see 20 combined passes from both teams tonight. With the rain picking up, the temperature is just going to drop tonight, as it always does here at J. David Ramsey Stadium. especially when you look at Bear River's defeat to Placer last week. Quarterback Voter went 4 for 16 for just 41 yards on the night. So when you combine that with these pretty awful conditions, I don't think you'll see too many passes going through the air tonight. However, when you look at Center, their offense and their defense are essentially the same. They have 10 players that go both ways. So I think you might see them go through the air late, regardless of score, just because that run game is going to wear away at the legs of their running backs. And when you look at Elias Jabali, who is their only quarterback, in fact, he's not even listed as a quarterback. He's listed as a wide receiver and corner. You're really going to see him try and step up and be the leader on both sides of the ball. The running backs, Marcellus Roberts and Tobias Marshall, tonight they're not going to be able to make those fancy cuts. They're not going to be able to really stretch out those big plays, even though they do like to stretch out the defense. I think this will work to Bear River's advantage because there won't be as many balls through the air, and in playing in these conditions, that'll really wear you out fast. Wide receiver Tiante Anderson, number 1 for Center. He's their number 1 target. But I really don't think you'll see too much in the way of a passing attack.
As you can see, the Center Cougars warming up over there. They have a small roster, like Steve had mentioned, 10 players going both ways, and under these conditions, that could wear you down. Bear River's got a much bigger squad, and not every one of the players goes both ways. So it's going to be interesting, as Bear River is very good against the run, and every team that they played against so far this year, they stopped their main runners under their regular averages that they normally get. So I would suspect that this is going to be a running game, and you mentioned not more than 20 passes between the two teams. So if Bear River's defense can step up and continue their running back stoppage, then I think that'll be a pretty good game tonight.
I think that the one thing that Center has tonight that gives them an advantage over Bear River is their stellar defense. They only have 24 players on their roster, the 10 players going both ways, but they are only giving up 15.6 points this year, and they're scoring 24. So they're outscoring their opponents by 9. But you look at those numbers, those are two very small numbers. Center is a defensive-minded team that spreads out the opponent's defense, and that's how they get their points. But in terms of their own defense, they are solid all the way through.
They're the captains for tonight's game. We've got number 12, John Voter, and number 35, Kyle Krogman, along with number 45, Connor Hollister, and number 71, Big Cannon Fetter, the big tackle and defensive tackle. He's a senior, 6'6", 323, and he's quite a player, a very good player, both on defense and offense.
I mean, he looks even bigger, too, standing there with Kyle Krogman, 5'9", 165.
Well, yeah, I was standing next to him yesterday during practice, and I had to look up to him. I said, boy, I'm sure glad I'm not playing football anymore against us. I don't think when I was playing football, there was no player that was that big. So he is a big kid and a really nice young man, and just an outstanding player. So they're the captains at the center of the center of the field, and it looks like they'll be going through the coin toss situation here. Center will call it, and let's see who wins the toss.
They have to clean the mud off the coin after it lands.
And then be able to see what's heads, what's tails. So there's did they flip it yet? Did he catch it or let it fall in? There he goes. He's going to catch it. Let's see what it says. Looks like Bear River won the toss there. They're going to decline. They'll get the ball at the second half, and they'll kick off to Center to start this ball game. Here we are, Steve, out here in the cold and rain, and the rain has picked up again. They said 90% chance of rain starting at 7:30 and going until 9 o'clock, so I guess that's what it's going to be, huh?
Yeah, and a game time temperature just above 50, and whether it keeps raining or not, it's just going to get colder from there.
Yeah.
These are not ideal conditions for a football game, but we're still out here.
Yeah, when we're about ready for the playing of our national anthem, and we'll be back right after that for the kickoff and another big game in the PVL. All right, it's football time here at J. David Ramsey Stadium. And Steve, Bear River will kick off and center will receive, and it's going to be a soggy night tonight.
Yeah, the rain is certainly picking up now, and it's expected to continue pretty much on through tomorrow morning.
Well, just make sure you got your four-wheel drive in gear tomorrow on your way up over the mountain tomorrow.
Yeah, that's good advice for for all drivers. Just be sure to take it slow. Rain might freeze on the road. Certainly remember last winter they had to close my road. A couple cars went over a cliff. So be safe, everyone out there. Don't be in too much of a hurry.
Back to receive is Roberts, number 24, and number 1 is Anderson. And doing the kicking off will be Olina, Ben Olina, who's got a strong leg. So the referee will wipe off the ball, and Olina will tee it up and give it a good kick. He's got a strong leg, very accurate kicker.
He's got to make sure he gets his plant leg
he's
secured so it doesn't fly out from under him.
So Ben Olina will set the team, and fired up out there is Kyle Krogman, and we're ready to go. Here we go. It's going to be a short kick. It's going to be taken up, and it dropped. And look out, he could go all the way around. He's at the 45. That ball was taken in there by number 16, Meyer. Broke to the outside, and so they'll start on their own 44-yard line. I'm surprised they didn't kick it deeper than that, but with the wind and
they are kicking into the wind.
Yep.
I suspect that play was called just in case Olina slipped, so he just gets out there, gets a solid plant, and gets it out there instead of trying to boom it through the end zone and end up hurting himself.
Full house backfield for the Cougars. It's a fake handoff. They're going to pass it. They're going to go deep right away. He's got his man, and that's good. He's at the 10-5. Fumbles the ball into the end zone, and who's got it? Looks like Bear River came up with it, it looks like, and it's going to be a touchdown. Bear River couldn't pick it up. First play of the game, a pass. So much for our theory, huh? He fumbled the ball forward. I don't know if they'll give that to him or not.
It was stripped. It wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It was not intentional. the hand came down from Danny Kiggins forcefully.
Wow, that was a big play to stun the crowd. What crowd we have here tonight.
On this rainy Halloween.
And that was not a very good trick-or-treat play for the Bear River Bruins. They got a big comeback now with only a few seconds off the clock on the first play. That's no good. A bad snap, low kick. And so that's 6 points on the board quickly. Let's take a look at that replay, Steve.
Well, as the pass goes up, Danny Kiggins for Bear River is just not facing the right direction. He's got his eyes on his man who's got him beat by about 3 steps. And you see, he doesn't even have his head up. He sees the ball there. And by then, it's much too late to do anything. A great pass dropped in. Oh, that's Josh Davis.
That's Davis, yeah.
And here's the strip. A very well-executed strip, but there's just no one there to get it.
Yep.
The center has
he got it.
The opportunity to get his own fumble. That was Kyle Clary streaming in, trying to recover that fumble, but just not quite in time. There's the Mike Bratton State Farm scoreboard with 1 play and 21 seconds off the clock. Center has the lead 6-0.
Well, they got their work cut out for them here. I didn't expect a pass on the first play. They faked the 2 backs in the backfield and then threw that pass right on the money in full stride, and Davis just couldn't catch up with him, and then when he did, he was able to knock it away, but it was recovered by the receiver, Jimmy Vaughn, asking the crowd to get noisy, trying to fire him up.
I like the fact that they called a pass play on the first play. Give Jabali a chance to set up, see what the conditions are like, and just air it out on the first pass. Why not? You've got the whole game to recover if it ends up bad.
Looks like they had an offside there, but they didn't call it. Okay, that's taken down there by, looks like Clary, and he's going to bring it up about the 33-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 Bear River. So they've got a mountain to climb here. 6 points down with just several seconds off the play clock tonight. 6-0 already here by the Center Cougars. Voter now, hands off. Going over the right side and then being brought down in there by number 16. That's Meyer.
Voter to Voter.
About a little over 3, almost 4 yards on the carry.
I imagine this is part of the Bear River game plan also to wear down Center.
But they're going to have to pick up some first downs. Inside handoff to Clary around the right side. Cuts it out to the outside, but he's going to be thrown for a loss back to almost the original line of scrimmage. So that play didn't go anywhere.
And they're going to give him forward progress. Looks like a loss of maybe 1.
Now they're going to be forced to put the ball in the air here, I think.
Well, now would be the time.
So Jason Voter now as coming out to the far side in motion is going to throw a little pass out here in the flat. Nobody's there, but there's a pass to Clary, but it's overthrown. And 3 and out for the Bruins, and they'll be forced to punt. So that's not the way the Bruins wanted to start here this evening.
No, not at all, but Center is a defensive team first. And you can see they managed to bring pressure on the quarterback and still stay in pretty tight coverage downfield.
Well, going back is Olena to do the putting.
Anderson back deep for the Cougars.
Anderson back. Now they're going to be called for too many men on the field. So Bear River is off to very slow start here. They'll back it up 5 yards. Feder was out there and realized, I guess I'm not supposed to be out here, and so that'll move him back 5 yards. So 4th down and about 13. Kicking from his own 15-yard line is Olina's a good snap. And there's a end over end, and it's going to be down to about the 37-yard line where it'll be down by Davis, and the Cougars will take over 1st and 10 after only running one play in their first series for a touchdown.
And you can't even say that, their offense being out on the field will rest their defense, because that is their defense out on the field playing offense.
There you go. So here come the Cougars. There's a good shot of the clock, as we've only got just a little less than 2 minutes played so far, and the Cougars up by a score of 6-0. Handoff. Oh, a nice saving tackle in there, as there was plenty of room to go.
Roberts with the carry.
And that was Krogman on the stop.
Bring up 2nd down.
So the fans are getting a little restless already here on the Bear River side. Rain continues to fall lightly here. Cowbells are out, trying to get the team fired up. 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback. Handoff right up the middle, and that goes nowhere, maybe for a yard gain. Going to be run back in there by Voter. John Voter comes up and puts the stop on him with maybe a no game.
A few others. Bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and about 6. So now the defense has got to step up here.
Marcellus Roberts coming out.
Javili is the quarterback. He's one back in the backfield. They've got 4 receivers out. In motion now is Anderson. And he's going to get sacked in the backfield. A heads-up play in there by Krogman.
That'll be a 3-yard loss.
4th down. They'll be forced to punt. Good heads-up defensive play there. Going back to receive the punt will be Uclary. Doing the kicking is Meyer.
Uclary back deep for the Bruins.
Good snap, and they almost blocked it. And Uclary's going to let it go, and it takes a Cougar bounce, and it goes down to about the 10-yard line. Maybe it'll be spotted at about the 6, and the Bruins will take over deep in their own territory. Don't forget to join us next week for the Bear River season finale when the Lincoln Zebras come to town. Chris Beam will bring his team in to Bear River, and it'll be an exciting game, and you can watch it on YouTube Game of the Week channel, Comcast Channel 11, Channel 16, and Channel 20, Wave Broadband in Auburn.
That was a 53-yard punt from Curtis Meyer, hitting Bear River on their own 8-yard line.
So T formation, not very often. Quick handoff right side, and that's going to go for about 6 yards, it looks like, and the ball carrier, I couldn't tell who it was. I'm going to have to get the binoculars out here because the fans start jumping up and down and our cameras moving around and numbers get blurred. So I'll check it out myself with the binoculars.
And Bear River has so many running options.
So 2 backs in the backfield. That's Uclary and Voter. Jason not looking to pass. Looking out, and it's going to be a screen pass right up the middle. And Voter breaks away. He's going to get the first down as he goes for about 6 yards. So Bear River's first down of the night.
That was a very well-timed inside screen. The lineman just got by the receiver and left him a good running lane.
Handoff to Clary coming around the. Oh, there's a face mask. They didn't call it, I don't think. I don't mean they might not have seen it. And he only picks up maybe a yard or two.
Clary with carry.
Yeah, they're going to give him one.
Pick up a couple.
That'll bring up second down and about 9. Voter in the backfield. Clary out to the right. And there's a quick handoff right up the middle to Voter, and no place to go. As he's brought down in there by
Voter up the middle for a short gain.
number 51 for the Cougars is
Alofa Afoa.
That's easy for you to say. I'm glad you called that one. So that brings up third down and long again as Bear River struggling to try to get first downs. Rolling out to his right is Voter, throwing down, and it's knocked away on a great defensive play in there. They had threw it into double coverage. But that was number 1, and I believe that's Anderson.
Deontay Anderson.
Yeah, he good coverage. Had that pass been thrown a little farther. Here's the replay.
Yeah, it kind of hangs up in the air, and Anderson times it well enough to get his left hand up there and just knock it down.
High snap. Olina kicks, and he shanks it out of bounds. They're going to get good field position as it's going to go about on the Bear River 40-yard line. Well, they'll take over first. Good field position for the Cougars. So Bear River digs himself into a hole here as they can't move the ball, only get one first down, and so now they're the defense is going to have to step up once again.
One first down and a 14-yard punt. That is,
normally O'Leary is he had a little trouble last week in the rain down in Placer, but he normally kicks the ball a lot farther.
It looks like he got it off the ankle a little bit.
So here, once again, your Cougars, single back formation, handoff to the Blake's to the outside, and he's going to get maybe 3 on the carry. Is coming in and making that stop. That looked like number 20, Colton Salivar.
Bring up second down at about 7.
As strange as this may seem, it looks like center is trying to wear Bear River down.
Shotgun formation again. 2 receivers spread out to the right. In motion now is one of the receivers. He's going to looking deep again, and he's got his man wide open, and that's going to be run down at about the 15-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it just inside the 20 as center is threatening again with 5:04 left to go in this first quarter.
That was Louis Bonds on the reception. And again, just another perfectly placed pass. Jabali had to throw across his body to get it there, but he delivered it on a line.
Now they got 3 backs in the backfield. And there's a handoff full speed ahead, and he may get a couple. Runs into the center of the Bear River line.
Pick up about 4.
Tackle was made by Roberts. I mean, the running was that was Roberts on the ball carrier.
It's tough to keep track of these Cougar running backs. There are only 3 listed, but
they got 3 in the backfield, along with the quarterback. High snap, handoff again, same play, and coming up and making the stop is Connor Hollister, and throws him for a maybe a short gain of maybe a yard and a half. So that'll bring up third down and about 3. They're in 4-down territory because their kicker had trouble on that extra point.
Yeah,
they may not attempt a field goal. So the crowd gets a little noisy here. And same play again. That goes nowhere. And once again, Hollister on that tackle. So that'll bring up now 4th down and about 2. If they can hold him here, this will give a big boost to the Bear River defense. Let's see what play they send in.
I'm thinking probably the same play, but on the other side of the field, try and work the left side a bit.
They're going to call a timeout. Oh, they're going to get yep. They're going to get, would have had a penalty. Clock run down to 2:39.
Timeout, center.
And you see the Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard. The lone score on the first play of the game. Center Cougars ahead 6-0.
There's your time on the first quarter remaining of 2:39. Good shot there.
The Bear River football program would like to thank State Farm Insurance.
And this has been already a game that has defied expectations. Elias Jabali, quarterback for center, has only delivered 2 passes, but they have both been expertly placed in these drizzly conditions.
Well, here come the Cougars with a play from their coach. Last time they had 3rd down and short yardage. Bear River was able to stop them. This would be a big stop if Bear River could pull it off. So they're in that same formation again. 3 backs in the backfield with Jabali, the quarterback. And there's a handoff to the right side, and he probably got it, it looks like. Let's see where they mark it. Yeah, they're going to say 1st down. Now it's 1st and goal. That was a good call on your part, Steve. You said run that same play to the right side, and they did. Kept it away from Connor Hollister.
Which is strange because Hollister is set up in that position. He's had to come across to make both the tackles on the left side. This time they just ran right at him and still managed a couple yards.
So now it's 1st and goal. So Bear River's got to pick it up here. High snap, same play, the right side. Trying to turn it break it to the outside, but coming up and making that stop was Uclary for a short gain.
Roberts with the carry.
Roberts the ball carrier.
Gain of a little. 2nd down.
So Bear River will have to toughen it up here, and it's 4-down territory for them.
I wouldn't be surprised if they try and pick a corner of the end zone here sometime during this series. Maybe try and exploit that Nick Sanchez-Ryan Wagner matchup in the right corner.
Good snap, looking, there it is. You called it. You're calling the plays, and it's almost intercepted by Davis.
Nice play there by number 2, Josh Davis.
Are you sure you're not sending in the plays here, Steve? That's 2 in a row, bud. Way to go.
Well, they went to the opposite corner, but that was excellent defense from Davis. You'll see it here. I thought maybe they throw a flag on him for face guarding because he was just that tight. He doesn't turn around until right here. Gets just enough of a hand on it to avoid a flag.
Well, that'll bring up 3rd down, but they're in 4-down territory here. So the chimes for the 3rd down are played from the broadcast booth, and let's see what Bear River can do on defense here.
Rain really starting to come down here.
Single back in the backfield. 3 receivers, and they're going to fake it to him. He's going to roll out. There's a pass into the corner, and he drops the ball. He might have been out of bounds.
That was Anderson. Ball slips right through his hands. He's going to be thinking about that on the bus ride back.
Yeah, Davis was caught between the devil and the deep blue sea there as the quarterback, Jabele, rolled out. Well, you'll see what happens to Davis here. He comes up and then goes back.
I thought there may be a hold right in front of the pass, but if you look in the end zone, he is wide open. He's got no one around him for 4 yards.
So Bear River dodges the bullet there as the rain now really starts to come down. So it's 4th down and goal. Passing situation here, I believe. Let's see, rolling out, rolling. They're going to try it again. They're going to throw, and he drops the ball. That was a touchdown written all over it. Oh, boy, that was unbelievable. He was wide. There was nobody around him, Steve.
No, again, another well drawn out play. Roberts in the backfield misses the block on purpose, and he's left wide open. Maybe could have turned a little sooner. I think that ball crept up on him a little faster than he was anticipating. But even so, with the rain coming down now, I don't think he has much of a chance to catch, turn with proper footing, and make his way into the end zone.
So once again, Bear River is deep in their own territory as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, again starting on their own 8.
And there's a handoff to Voter, and he gets out for a big gain, close to the 1st down.
You'll see it here. Again, he misses the block on purpose, and no one picks him up. Pass is put right on target, and I called it wrong initially. He turned in plenty of time. That ball just slips through his hand. He couldn't get a handle on it.
Oh, there's bad snap on the, and it's going to throw away for a loss. Coming up and picking up that ball was Mastrella. And that is going to take them all the way back. Well, now it's going to be 3rd down and 11. Boy, that really hurt because they had short yardage for a 1st down. So once again, Bear River with 13 seconds left to go, and they're going to let the clock run out, I believe. They will. So in the 1st quarter, it's all been played down in Bear River territory, and it's going to be 6-0 here for the Cougars. Here's your State Farm Insurance scoreboard provided by Mike Bratton, and here comes the score after the end of 1 quarter. 6-0 in favor of the Center Cougars. So now Bear River will have 3rd down, 11, and deep in their own territory. So, well, and the rain continues to fall. We're going to have to call a pass play here more than likely. There's a good shot of the rain coming down, so the conditions aren't going to get any better here tonight.
Now the wind is
picking up.
It's whipping too. It's not coming from one direction. This is a pretty brutal night for some football. Bear River in that 1st quarter only managed 22 total yards of offense.
They lost about 11 on that last play, on that 2nd down. There's a shot of the Hardy crowd out here tonight, trying to stay dry. Looking to pass, no place to go. Now he decides to run it. He goes to the outside, he spins and he gets thrown down. That is Voter, and they're going to have to punt. He looked to the right to throw that pass. Nobody was open. The Cougars had come up and shut down that screen pass. He did manage to pick up about 7 yards, and that'll be 4th down. And so Ben Alina goes back to punt, and once again, the Cougars will get good field position. High snap, almost over his head, a big rush. He kicks it, gets it away, and it takes a Bear River bounce, and it hit the, I believe it go. No, they're going to say it didn't hit him. Boy, that was a break for the Cougars.
Deontay Anderson kind of stumbled over his own feet there. That was a tough angle, but the referee was right there. Seemed a bit indecisive about making that call, but eventually he does.
It looked like for a minute that they were going to, that was going to be a touchdown for Bear River.
Cougars will take over about the 43-yard line, 1st and 10.
So the Bruins defense has got to step up once again. Couple of flankers out here to the. There's a good handoff, missed tackle, and he's still on his feet. Not going, and now they're going to gang tackle him to go after the ball for about a 3-yard gain, maybe 4.
Close the Bruins in on that stop.
I believe that was Roberts.
Marshall, the ball carrier.
Oh, Marshall, the ball carrier.
Yeah, Roberts and Marshall are the two main running backs.
So that was a gain of about 6. 2nd and 4. Good snap this time. They almost had him, and it's wide open. And if he'd been able to keep his feet, it would have been a touchdown, but he.
And what a catch, though.
Oh, man, it was a great catch.
Yeah, let's take another look at that. He has great time in the pocket, enough to roll out, and again, wide open, just manages to hang on to it, though.
Start the clock, please.
Wow, you really can't say too much about that in these conditions.
That was a great catch. Quarterback was almost sacked in the backfield, but was able to get the ball off. There's a handoff, and he breaks it through, and Hollister comes up and makes the stop for a big gain of about 8 yards. So once again, the Cougars are on the move here. Austin Blaze, the freshman, comes in, number 22 for the Bruins.
Other than the pass, they're really not making huge gains. I mean, that 7-yard run was the longest run play that they've had tonight. They're only averaging right around 2.5, 3 yards per carry.
Another run the left side, coming up and making a stop. Bringing him down is David O'Brien. Throws him for a loss. Oh, it looks like they're going to mark it right at the original line of scrimmage there.
Oh, loss of 1.
Third down.
Duclair comes out. So it's 3rd down and about 4.
Both teams are 0 for 3 on 3rd down conversions tonight.
2 receivers out to the right. And they're going to hand it off again, but coming up and making that stop. There, they've blown it dead. That was Jimmy Vaughn, and Hollister stopped him dead in his tracks, so that brings up 4th down. They'll go for it here. Here's the replay on that.
Bear River is getting wise to these runs up the middle. Great play at the line to get through that wide open seam and just driving him back.
Tried to throw him down, couldn't.
Jimmy Vaughn was right there to stop him.
Yeah. So big 4th down play again.
4 wide.
4 receivers out, and they're going to throw it into the end zone. Let's see what happens here, and it's going to be dropped again. That was Anderson, number 1. He had that right in his hand. And that'll turn over on downs to the Bruins. So Bruins are dodging a lot of bullets here tonight, Steve.
They are. Their defense is standing tall, and I think this rain is really helping them out. Center is only 3 for 6 through the air.
So handoff, direct handoff over the right side. That looks like Voter. It is, and he gets about maybe 2. Hard to run on this Cougar defense. Maybe he just gets 1. Nope, they're going to mark it at 2 yards.
Yeah, I think they really have to start spreading these runs out, both teams. Because these rushing averages are painfully small. Bear River's only averaging 3 yards a carry.
If they can't get the run game going, it's going to be a long night. Good snap, quick pass, and almost intercepted. Wow, they smelled that one out. That was intended for Wagner. Wow.
That was Deontay Anderson again.
That was 6 points if he could have hung on to it. He smelled that play out very quickly.
Well, centers probably realized that Voter just doesn't have the arm to go way downfield. They are not respecting the power in his shoulder. And they're kind of creeping up on him, which is also helping stop those quick runs up the middle.
So another 3rd down and long situation for the Bruins. Mastrella in motion, looking to pass, no place to go. Now he's going to run it, and he gets on the outside. He's got the 1st down and more, and he slides. Gets about 12 yards on the carry, takes it out to the 43-yard line, 42-yard line where they'll spot it. 1st and 10 for the Bruins.
And that run, along with being the first successful 3rd down conversion of either team, is also the longest single play Bear River has managed this half.
Here comes O'Brien into the game. Now, normally, Steve, when O'Brien comes into the game, he takes the direct snap from center and he runs the ball to the right or to the left. So let's see what happens here now. Fakes a handoff, is going to try to go to the outside. He turns, and he gets about 5 yards on that carry. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it down at about the 46-yard line, so that's a gain of 4. So the Bruins come up fast. Quick snap, O'Brien's still in there. He's going to go to the outside, and he's going to get hammered. And there's a flag, hit him right in the head. You can't do that. That is Marshall, number 2, that hit him.
That was Anderson.
Oh, was it Anderson that did it?
Anderson came in with a full head of steam and definitely hit him high.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the personal foul.
Illegal helmet contact on the defense.
You'll see it here. He comes streaking in from the right. He's got a clear shot at him, and yeah, definitely helmet-to-helmet contact. O'Brien lowered his head, and Anderson's helmet went right to it.
Well, the deepest penetration tonight for the Bruins with 6:06 left to go in this first half.
And also the first penalty of the game.
No, there was a penalty on a illegal substitution for the Bruins early on a 4th down situation. Handoff to Mastrella around the left side. He picks up about 5 yards on the carry. So David O'Brien in at the quarterback position. O'Brien's got a pretty good arm. Voter in the backfield, the handoff to him right up the middle, and he's going to get maybe 2 or 3 possibly. That'll bring up a 3rd down again. Voter on the ball carrier. So now it's going to be 3rd down and about a little over 2 yards. They come up fast to the line of scrimmage. Good snap, and somebody wasn't set, I don't think, and either that it was an offside. Bear River just continues to shoot themselves right in the foot, unless if it goes against them.
That ball.
Offside, very good. All right, so the Bruins caught a nap, and that'll be a 1st down. So Clary comes in now. And now this is what they call jumbo. You got the two biggest kids on the line there, and that is Blaze and Fetter. Tight formation, handoff over the left side. That looks like Blaze, the ball carrier.
Looks like he'll get about 4 out of that.
And he's only a freshman. They brought him up from he played 2 or 3 games as a freshman, and he was just annihilating all the kids because he's so much bigger than the rest of them. And so he ended up moving to JV and then played 2 games there and then moved up to the varsity. So here they come again. Quick handoff over the right side. And that was DeVoter. He may have come close. No, he's still going to be short. 3rd down. Once again, they'll be in 4th down territory, I would assume. I don't know if you're going to, even though as well as Olina kicks the ball on the extra point and the field goal. I don't know if they try one. Bear River's going to call a timeout here. Come over. This is a very important down for him.
Timeout, Bear River.
Rain continues to fall, not as hard as it was a little while ago, but they're still getting soaked down there. The cheerleaders down in front of us have got their ponchos on. They got their faces all made up with eye makeup and like goblins and ghouls here.
Those are some very weather-conscious zombies. And you see the Mike Bratton State Farm scoreboard. We are scoreless 3/4 of the way through this second quarter. But Bear River with a full head of steam. They are continuing their march downfield. And the first play of the game remains the only scoring drive tonight.
A 1-play scoring drive. That's not bad.
No, not at all. Great for the efficiency.
So here come the Bruins. They've got a 3rd down and about 3 yards to go. Jason Voter in the over center and John Voter in the backfield. In motion is Clary. He stops, sets, handoff. Oh, he breaks the tackle. He could get the 1st down, and he's still on his feet, and he does. What a great run in there by John Voter. That's a 1st down to the 15. He did that all on his own, Steve.
Yeah, that was just a great individual effort, hustle play. Breaks a tackle. Tackler hangs onto his shorts and just runs out of his grip.
Clock continues to run. Jason Voter over to the side for the play. They're down on the 15-yard line. They have 1st and 10.
Spread out a little more now.
Yep. High snap, and he gets it, but then he falls down, and so once again, Bear River continues when they get down deep. They did this last week against Placer. They get down deep inside the opponent's territory, and then they have a miscue, and now they've got the ball all the way back out to the 25-yard line, so a loss of 10 yards on that high snap.
The snap just kind of sneaks up on Voter. A little bit high, but you know the rain and the slickness out there played a huge part in it. Wise choice to just go down with 4 Cougars bearing down on you.
Now they're going to be forced to put that ball in the air, I believe. Here comes O'Brien. He breaks it loose, and he gets down to the 13-yard line. Picks up 10 yards. See where they spot it.
It looks like he picked up the 10 that they lost on the sack.
Yeah, right. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now. Ball is marked on the 15.
Well, Bear River this quarter is 3 for 4 on 3rd down conversions.
So O'Brien's still in there.
Wagner set up wide.
And he fakes it again to him, and he runs it to the right, and he's down to about the 5-yard line, where it'll be 4th down and goal. Let's see what they're going to play. They're going to call this time.
Yeah, it looks like it's 4th and 2.
And here comes, they may have to call a timeout if they don't hurry up.
Yeah, Blaze is in there. Feder is in there. They're going to stack the line and probably just look to push the Cougar line back 2 yards to pick up the first.
Well, they're going to have to hurry up because the now a timeout's going to be called because they were going to be called for delay of game.
Well, they did have 2 to use.
Yeah.
And there's only 1:22 left in the half. I think that's a good idea. Make sure you get the call straight, especially with those changes that just came in.
So, yeah, with Blaze in there and Feder coming in, that's the old jumbo package. And that, along with the big front line that they have with Connolly and
Elizondo.
Oh no, he's he is on the sideline. That young man broke his leg. He had taken every snap last year for the Bruins at center as a junior, and he had taken every snap this year and then he broke his leg in Jackson when we went down to play Amador. So now, also Travis Whitehead is still out with a leg issue. So Bruins are still running hurt. So now, over center handoff to Voter, and I don't know if he made the first down or not. That was a 4th down, and I don't think they made it. Well, let's see where they mark it.
They're set up right where that first down marker is.
I think it might be short. Yeah, they're gonna. Well, it could be. They're gonna bring the chains over. Let's see what they say. Now they're gonna have to measure. Gonna be close.
And boy, this is
big. How big is this?
Not only is it big, but it's unfortunate timing as the rain has finally stopped. Reduced to the barest drizzle. And now they can't take advantage of it.
And the Bruins fans are on pins and needles right here. Let's see how it turns out. And it's going to be short, I think, when they stretch the chain out. Let's see. Puts his foot down, and it's going to be about a yard short. So they held. Oh, boy, that's a tough break for the Bruins. Well, these conditions are like that.
On the plus side, center is taking over on their own, call it the 5.5 yard line. That is easily the deepest they've had to start a drive. The previous deep was their own 38. So at the very least, with their offense being the defense and vice versa, this is a worn-out squad that's been out on the field for basically a solid hour and 15 minutes.
So here we go. And I don't think they'll pass it. And they do. Right up the middle, there's a big hole. And gang tackling after about a 9-yard gain. They're just going to run this clock out here. And it's going to be a first down. That was a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, they're going to give them the first down on that.
Yep, and then they're going to have they're not going to be in any hurry, I don't think. Going to take a 6-0 lead into the locker room.
Well, they've got 2 timeouts. The rain's let up. I figure why not just shoot one downfield. They're spread out 4 wide.
And good stop in there by Hollister as he came up to stop him at the line of scrimmage. Timeout now is called.
By Foster, ball carrier. Hollister and Bowen in there on the stop. Flag on the play.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
I didn't see a flag. I don't know what.
Well, Ed Anderson is doing the PA tonight while Brian. There was an offensive. They'll take it back to about the 5. Well, half the distance. Take it back to about the 7.
7.5 if they're being extra specific tonight.
Brian Hudson, the normal PA announcer, is in San Francisco tonight, so Ed Anderson's doing a fine job up in the booth doing the field call. So 4 receivers out into the pattern, 1 back in the backfield. Let's see what they call here. High snap, handoff, going nowhere, and that'll be stopped just about maybe a yard gain in there. Coming up and making that stop was Gunnar Simpson.
And there's 12 seconds left now. I think they'll probably just run this clock out unless...
Yeah, they're just letting it run.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good call that deep in their own territory.
Well, Bear River squandered that 4th and 2 and couldn't make the first down, and they probably could have taken it into the end zone because they had the Cougars reeling a little bit. And there's your State Farm and Mike Bratton Insurance scoreboard tonight. So the first play of the ball game results in a score for the Cougars, and that's all that was done here tonight, as both teams struggled in the next 2 quarters. So it's 6-0 here at halftime. So both teams will go into the locker room. The cheerleaders will meet in the center of the field, and we've got a halftime show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget about the snack shack over there serving up.
Hey, I would like to remind you that you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River football here on your Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Accidents happen, and Trips Auto Body and Paint Shop understands your frustration when they do. They work on all makes and models and have been serving Nevada County for 3 generations. Trips is a proud member of the AAA Repair Network, and their technicians are iCar Gold Class professionals. Trips works with all insurance companies and is a direct repair facility for AAA. Voted Nevada County's best, it's Trips Auto Body. It's time to visit the newly remodeled B&C True Value Home and Garden Center. The new B&C has completely changed for your shopping convenience. Their new expanded garden center has everything you need, including expert advice on trees, shrubs, and perennials. Check out their new website and the new spring hours. And thank you for voting B&C the best hardware and building supply in 2012. So start right, start here at B&C True Value Home and Garden Center.
Welcome to Plaza Tire and Automotive Service in Grass Valley. At Plaza Tire and Automotive Service, the customer comes first. We only do what's right for the customer, not necessarily what's right for business. 3rd generation family member, learned all that I know from my Grandpa Fred, my dad, my Uncle Mike, my grandma. My entire family's been a huge part of learning about the automotive industry. Grass Valley is our 4th location, and you can also find us in Colfax, Penn Valley, and Nevada City. I am Blake Hauser, and I welcome you to join us for the grand opening at our Grass Valley location.
Anything Green Hydroponics is your source for hydro systems, grow lights, and soils. Anything Green offers a complete range of organic nutrients as well as fungicides, miticides, and predatory bugs. Anything Green Hydroponics has just received this year's soil. Get your totes, pallets, or individual bags. Stay tuned for future workshops. It's all at Anything Green Hydroponics.
Hello, I'm Dr. Victoria Tutak, and welcome to Advanced Chiropractic Centers. Are you tired of living with debilitating pain, physically impacting the quality of your life? Here at Advanced Chiropractic Centers, we offer a variety of options. We are a result-driven office devoted to your health care. My name is Dr. T, and I look forward to meeting your health care needs.
Back here at J. David Ramsey Stadium on the campus of Bear River High School, Marty Mortensen along with Steve Sitter. And very fast-moving first half, Steve, and the rain now has quit for a while. And it's a score of 6-0 and 6-0 here in favor of the Center Cougars. And the Bear River Bruins cheerleaders are heading back to the sideline. I don't know whether they're going to be doing a routine or not. Little field's a little wet out there, and they're heading back to the. So, Steve, in the way of stats tonight, there might not be that much, but I think you might have something.
Oh, these numbers aren't spectacular, but they're definitely telling as to the kind of game that's been going on. Neither team is averaging more than 5 yards rushing per rush, and that's the big surprise. I thought both these teams were going to come out, try and work around these soggy conditions with the run game, but I guess their defenses both kind of came prepared for that. Bear River's averaging 4.26 per carry. Center's only averaging 2.4 yards per carry. They've gotten basically all of their yards, all of their momentum through the air. They have 94 passing yards, and Elias Jabali is 3 for 6, all for big plays. The shortest pass there is 18 yards. He has absolutely dominated through the air, and 2 of those incomplete passes very easily could have been complete as they just kind of slipped through the hands of the receivers. And Bear River's really gotten off lucky. Center has let them stay in this game. And that huge drive by Bear River, they completely controlled the second quarter with 15 plays from scrimmage. Center with only 7. They really dominated on the field and just could not get those big conversions when they were in the red zone. Bear River 3 for 7 on the third down conversion, 0 for 1 on the fourth. And Center's doing not at all better. They're 0 for 4 on the third down conversion and just 1 of 3 on the fourth down conversion. This is just a game of defenses. And whichever defense falters first, I think that's going to be the decisive edge. And, I have to say it. First half, 10 pass attempts. So my
right
prediction's right up there.
Right on schedule there, because you said not more than 20.
Mm-hmm.
But as we get deeper into this game, and there may be a spot in there where they're going to have to start throwing the ball to pick up some yardage. As Bear River, just their only opportunity they had in that first half, 4th and 2 down inside the red zone at the 10-yard, at about the 6-yard line. They just couldn't get that first down, and had to turn the ball over on downs. And now they've got a situation where they go into the locker room trailing by 6 points, but it could be worse.
Oh, absolutely. And that last play, that failed fourth down conversion, was so painful because that was the only run of that quarter that didn't get more than 2 yards. The only one. Center needed to step up. Bear River completely stacked their line, trying to push him back a couple yards to sneak in that first down. And the only time Center stood up was on that big, clutch fourth down conversion. Hats off to Center. They're playing an excellent game to their strengths.
Well, when Bear River comes in with that T formation lineup with 2 backs in the backfield, Center right away can see that they've run that every time in that configuration as a run. And,
absolutely.
So they just pinch in, and they certainly did as the backs came up and put the stop on. So that was a big play for the Center Cougars. We got a whole half to play here as the weather has just a light drizzle here now as we show you the State Farm Insurance Mike Bratton scoreboard, where there it is. It's all defense here in this first half, except for that one big play, and it's 6-0 in favor of the Center Cougars. And we'd like to remind you one more time that you're watching exclusive coverage of Bear River football here on the Touchdown Productions Sports Network.
Magnuson's Toyota and Scion is celebrating 25 years serving you in the foothills. Right now, Magnuson's carries the first all-electric SUV, and they're still the home of the Toyota Tundra. Magnuson's Dodge Chrysler Jeep is right down the street and features the new Ram diesel truck, Jeep Wranglers, and Grand Jeep Cherokee. It's Magnuson's Auburn Toyota and Magnuson's Dodge, both in Auburn.
Are you ready to buy or sell your home or property? Placer Title is your local title and escrow company located right here in the heart of Nevada County. We combine the stability of a national insurer with all the benefits of on-site title and escrow professionals. Being voted the best title company by the union readers for the past 7 years is a true testament to our local roots and unparalleled customer service. Stop by one of our 2 convenient locations, and thank you for keeping your business local.
Mike Bratton is the neighbor you can count on for your most important insurance decisions, 24 hours a day.
The first step begins with a phone call. Hi, I'm Mike Bratton, your good neighbor State Farm agent, and I look forward to hearing from you. Since 1984, my team and I have been educating clients and developing long-term relationships through personalized and professional guidance on their insurance programs. We will put you in the driver's seat and strive to enhance each encounter you have with us.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
We're at SPD Market in Nevada City asking people what they like about SPD.
I love SPD Market because I know all the people here and I've been coming here for a long time. I do all my socializing here and they're just a great community supporter.
I like SPD Market because it's like coming home and seeing all the people I've known for years.
And that's why people love SPD Markets in Nevada City and Grass Valley. And of course, brought to you by Touchdown Productions, the foothill leader in sports television. This is Gil Dominguez saying thanks for joining us tonight, and be sure to stay with us after the game when we announce the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game, created by Stuckey Engravers. Once again, the Touchdown Productions sports team will select the most deserving NU player and honor them with a beautiful plaque made by Stuckey's. So stay tuned after the game for the Bill Slade and Sons Trucking Player of the Game Award, created by Stuckey Engravers, and coming up immediately after this exclusive telecast.
Back here at Ramsey Stadium, Marty Mortensen along with Steve Sitter as we're here at halftime. Bear River trailing by 6 to nothing. Your score is illustrated there by the State Farm Mike Bratton Insurance scoreboard, and there's a good shot of some of the crowd from center.
Those are the center cheerleaders.
And on this rainy evening, and the wind has died down just a little bit, but we're looking for a big second half here, as the teams will be coming out very shortly. But we've got Bear River's got to pick it up, Steve.
They do. They need to find a consistent offensive setup. They switched in O'Brien for Jason Voter, and that gave them life as they started moving quicker, catching center maybe a little bit flat-footed, taking advantage of that to squeak out some yards. But they fizzled out in the end zone. Center stepped up huge. I mean, not to put down center or anything. Their defense has been playing such a stellar game. Bear River's longest play from scrimmage was a quarterback scramble for 13 yards. That's fantastic. Bear River is not really accustomed to being shut down, but last week their offense stalled out. They couldn't get on the scoreboard against Placer, and coming into the second half, they're continuing that scoreless streak.
Yeah, 6 quarters in a row for the Bruins without a score. And here's the PVL, and so I would suspect that, Steve, that Placer will be 4-0 after tonight. Next week they've got a big game against Colfax, and that could be a big game for both teams. Center is still sitting at 2-1 along with Bear River, and Colfax at 3-2 because they won last night over Foothill. And so it looks like a 4-way race here to see who's going to make the playoff. And like I said, Bear River's going to have to step it up a little bit here in this second half.
And just think how big that forfeit is. Yep. Center forfeiting to Placer. If they play that game out and Center wins, then they switch places up there. And this game is a big game regardless.
Right.
But yeah, this is just a dogfight in the PVL this year. Great year if you're a PVL football fan.
So we still have to come up with a Bill Slade and Son player of the game, and I know you've got the rain has just now started again.
Of course,
sure.
Right before the play starts.
There's your Bill Slade and Sons player of the game along with Stuckey Engravers, and so Bear River has got to. We've got. I know I've got one player in mind. Why don't you come up with yours and see if it's the same one?
Well, I've got a couple myself. I think I know who you're taking, so I'll throw out Kyle Uclary, he's been all over the place. He's been getting occasional handoffs. He hasn't been used too much on offense. I suspect they're probably saving him up for the second half. I hope that's what I would do if I was Bear River's coach. But on defense, he's been instrumental in the secondary, coming up with those big stops.
Yeah, David O'Brien, who's come in to do some of the quarterbacking here tonight, has picked up a lot of yardage on the ground, and so it's just a matter to see who's going to step up here in this second half.
I'm surprised. I was expecting you to go with Connor Hollister.
Well, Hollister has done a great job on defense tonight, and he's definitely in consideration.
This second half is
very crucial.
Oh, absolutely. It's still a one-possession game. If you're Bear River, all you got to do is get in the end zone, maybe go for the extra point, maybe. They're doing all right on the runs, just enough to get in for a two-pointer if they want to try for that, if they think that'll be easier on a rainy day like this. They're in it. They just need to find something. Jason Voter is only 1 for 4 through the air. If he can connect with anyone who's downfield for that big play, then this game could turn around quick. But Center's defense has been so good all night.
Well, Bear River will get there. There's your Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard showing they scored 6-0. And Bear River will get the ball at the start of this second half. And maybe they can put a drive together and put some plays in there. Maybe they've gone over at halftime. There's Connor Hollister down there. You can hardly see his number on the back of his jersey. He's one tough young man out there.
Well, you have to be a middle linebacker, and he has been shifting wherever the play has gone.
Yeah, he calls the defenses once it gets sent into him from the sideline.
Over on center, you can hardly read their numbers. Those jerseys were white to start with.
Yep.
I remember.
So were the pants.
God, just looking over there, I see Curtis Meyer, number 16. You can see about a third of his numbers. And you can tell the center team just loves to play. They love to be out there playing in the mud. They're just little kids out there playing a tough game.
Yep. So now, once again, the rain has started as we get ready to have the kickoff here in the start of this second half. And there's a good shot of the rain coming down. It's fortunate we are, with all this electrical equipment and everything else, we are under the tarp here. And so we're high and dry. But the players down on the field as the wind picks up also. So we've got some exciting action coming here in the second half, but it's going to have to be a better offense here by the Bruins, as they've got to pick it up a little bit.
Yeah, they had -7 yards on the pass, with the 2 sacks that were given up. They need to find something to complement the run, because center is there's not fooled with the runs up the middle or right off the guard. They're stacked.
Well, it's now that the rain has picked up, the umbrellas have come out again, and the fans that were sitting out in the open, fans like Kristen Whitehead, her son is not able to play tonight, but I saw her scurry by and sit underneath the tarp, so I think she doesn't want to get her hair messed up here tonight, as it's starting to rain pretty good now.
Yeah, this is a tough night if you're a football spectator, tough night if you're a trick-or-treater.
And there's a shot of Mike Bratton's State Farm Insurance scoreboard with all the umbrellas up. Yeah, as you sit in your living room to watch this game, with the fire going and no rain falling on you, this is what it's all about.
Yeah, no, not everyone is so lucky tonight.
So going back to receive for the Bruins is Mastrella and Uclary. See if they can't get a run back going and get a good field position.
Bear River's best field position was their first possession on their own 34-yard line. They could start past the 40, I think, they'd be feeling a little bit better about the situation.
Well, here comes the kickoff. Like it might have been offside. Yeah, well, that's what I saw. Well, that was, he just topped that ball. They had, I think the Cougars had 2 players offside. Well, they're going to call it illegal procedure, but they definitely jumped the gun out there.
Your Bear River, could you ask for a better, well, I mean, the half hasn't technically started. Clock hasn't run at all, but still you're feeling better. Now you got your 2 kick returners posted on your own 17-yard line instead of the 12.
Well, that he just kind of topped that ball, and it only went about 20 yards. But here comes the wind. He's kicking against the wind. Bear River moves up a little bit now. There is a kick. It's going to be short. It's going to be taken in there by Uclary. He turns to the outside. He spins and moves and gets back up to about the 45-yard line of Bear River. He was just one missed tackle away from going for 6 points on that one.
That's about as many moves as you can put into a return or a run tonight.
Yeah, he's, I think I made a comment in the last game where he's got more moves than Mayflower Moving Company.
A lot of moves.
A lot of moves. Real tricky. Here comes O'Brien trying to take it to the outside, spins and gets about 3, and then gang tackled and thrown down to the ground.
O'Brien picks up double.
So they're sticking with O'Brien. Voter was taking some throws down the sideline as they came out of the locker room. But they're going to go with the same combination that worked so well at that second quarter.
So a couple of yards on the run by O'Brien. So they got O'Brien and Voter in the backfield. 2 receivers out to the left, looking to pass, looking all the way on over in the corner. He falls down. That was intended for Olina, but he fell down. The pass was good, except they had no receiver to catch it.
That looked very good coming out of O'Brien's hand.
That would have been good for a first down. Now Uclary comes back into the ball game. Voter goes in at quarterback. So now once again, 3rd down and long with the rain coming down. Voter brings the play into the huddle. Matthias in at right guard. Good snap. Looking. Gonna go deep. He's got Uclary, and it's gonna be intercepted. Telegraphed that all the way, and he's gonna step out of bounds at about the 38-yard line as Uclary knocked him out. That ball was just telegraphed. Looked at him all the way, and it was just didn't throw it far enough as Uclary had his man beat. But then the defender, did you see who that was?
No, I was looking at Voter's excellent protection. He had all day to make that throw. Looked like Uclary had a step on his defender, but it just wasn't put in the right spot.
No, the pass was short, unfortunately, for the Bruins. So now the ball's on the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. 4 receivers out in the pattern. 1 back in the backfield for the Cougars.
That's what center does. They like to spread it out.
Spread it out. And there's a fumble. And I think let's see if he held on to it. Yes, he did. Looked like he
hit the line of scrimmage by Connor Hollister.
We'll see a replay of this interception. Excellent protection at the line. He has all day to step up in the pocket. That is textbook. And he just puts way too much air underneath it. He needs to step up and fire it instead of floating it in there. And just the defender has enough time to cut across the route and come up with it.
Well, he was open. So that was a loss there of maybe a half a yard on that play. Hollister made the tackle.
I think that interception was actually made by Elias Jabali, quarterback.
And there's a pass downfield, wide open. nobody there to protect them on that, and there's a flag on the field. That play will be coming back. Boy, Bear River dodged the bullet again. Let's see what they're going to call. Holding on the offense.
There's another break for Bear River.
I mean, Bear River is just catching all these breaks. That was about 40-yard gain and a 15-yard penalty. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, the hold comes well behind the play. He really, I mean, that hold was not at all necessary, and the wobbler floats out there, and there is just no one in coverage. It was man coverage, and Uclary was just nowhere near. And because that hold was so far behind the play, that is, wow, they're going to be backed up almost to their own 20.
Yeah, so they have to come all the way out to the 50-yard line of on the field, so that they've got forever going here for second down. That's like a 60-yard penalty.
Oh yeah,
on that one.
Yeah, that was huge if you factor in the completion.
Yeah, there's a handoff up the middle. No, he doesn't. He doesn't hand it off. It faked me, and he's still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down for maybe a 2-yard gain. There's a flag going in. Let's see who they're going to call that on.
This one might be a late hit, and that would be completely disastrous.
That'll be a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Personal foul, more than likely. Let's see what they're going to.
Personal foul. Illegal helmet contact on the defense. 15-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
Second down, and that now that gives them a second down at about 14. So that's big.
So a 22-yard penalty, all told, by center, and now a 15-yard penalty from the spot.
Yep. Well, once again, the Cougars in good position here. Second down at about 12. Long count, a high snap, and he's going to run it, and he's going to get dragged down from behind. In there was Voter. Voter throws him for a loss. That'll bring up third down and about 14.
Third down.
Center in that first half was 0 for 4 at third down conversions, and this, I'm fairly confident, will be their longest attempt.
Three receivers out here to the left. Now they're going to...
I think Bear River's going to call a timeout here.
Let's see what they indicate. Yeah, Bear River does call a timeout. They had three receivers off to the left, and they only had 2 defenders. That's not a good combo.
Yeah, we haven't seen center stack any one direction. They've been spread 4 wide, 2 to a side pretty consistently all night.
Bear River did practice that yesterday, and there's your State Farm Insurance scoreboard provided by Mike Bratton, and it's still 6-0. Somebody forgot to come on over to cover that other receiver. There's a good shot of both coaches out there trying to give a little encouragement in the rain here. Third down and just a little over 12 yards.
Center is still
on that, and that 3 receivers out to left. They're looking, going, and pass over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete. He was wide open as he cut across the middle and is overthrown. and it'll be 4th down, and they'll have to kick, and we've got 8 minutes and 24 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. Bear River still with the no score.
This quarter moving exceptionally slower than the 1st or 2nd quarter. And that really just comes down to penalties. There were only 4 penalties in the entire first half, and we've already had 3, not even halfway through the 3rd quarter.
So here comes the punt, and good snap. They're going to try to get a block on it, and they almost get it. Eucleri's going to catch it, and he's got some running room. He puts on a move, goes down the sideline, still on his feet, run out of bounds at the 50. And we got a... And looks like Gunnar Simpson comes off with a holding his wrist on his right arm.
Looks like he has a brace on it.
He's got his hand taped up, and now he took it again. So now Voter back in with the play. So let's see if Bear River can move the ball to good field position again on their own 47-yard line. There's it, Mastrella, hands off, tries to cut it in, but then he's tackled for a loss, fumbles the ball, and it looks like center says they got it, and they do. So Bear River once again, an interception on their first possession. Now the defense comes back in again as they continue to just continue to hurt themselves here. As they had good field position. And now I wouldn't be surprised to see center go for the clincher right here.
Well, Bear River's been struggling offensively all night. They've been looking for anything really to get some momentum back, especially after the interception. I think that's just a case of Mastrella trying to make too much out of a play that was pretty much over.
Well, now they're back on offense. There's a pass going for it downfield, and he just overthrows his man. He had him beat. On the defense was Eucleri, but he was beaten.
Yeah, they've been trying to exploit Sanchez against Eucleri. And Sanchez has proven he has some excellent speed.
Well, Eucleri is about the fastest on the Bruins. I think we've got 7 quarters so far for Bear River, but I think they didn't score on their 2 games ago in the 4th quarter, so they're good. They're on 8 quarters in a row without a score, so they're going to have to really get tough here on defense. So here's the handoff, and that goes nowhere. It's going to be gone for a loss. And John Voter on that tackle for a loss. Oh, that's right. I forgot. It was their last score at Colfax when they won the game with 3 minutes left to go in that 4th quarter. So I apologize for that. It is 7 quarters in a row.
And this has to give you confidence if you're Bear River. Center has -2 yards in this quarter in their 2 possessions. You've got to transfer that to the offense.
They're rolling out now, looking. He's going to run it, and he's going to get stopped. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll bring up 4th down and 10. They'll have to punt again.
That had to have been a broken play.
Either that or good coverage in the secondary.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, I think you're right, and center looks like they're going to punt it here at midfield.
Try to pin Bear River deep because Bear River hasn't been able to move the ball unless Eucleri can grab it. Bear River is going to play for not to try to block. They're going to. There's a good snap. Punt, almost. Eucleri is going to let it go. He thought about it, and it's going to be down at about the 12-yard line. And that will Bear River will take over 1st and 10 as Davis came in and almost hit the punter and almost blocked the ball.
Yeah, he's coming in from a tough angle as Meyer knew enough to turn his shoulder away to force Davis to run an extra yard.
So Jason Voter in at quarterback and under center in motion. Clary pitches it back to him, trying to break it out, and he stopped after a short gain of maybe 4 yards. Brought down in there, it looks like, by can't tell the numbers anymore. It's getting
That's tough.
I think it was Vincent. The numbers need to be darker on those jerseys. So it's second down and about 4.
And someone moved. It looks like 2 Cougar linemen jumped. Not sure if they were provoked or not.
Let's see if what they're going to call. Offside. That'll be a first down.
5-yard penalty. Result in a first down.
Well, that's one way to do it.
That takes the ball out to the 24-yard line, where it'll be first and 10.
Center so far in this game has given up almost 60 penalty yards.
Quick pitch back to Estrella, and he's going to get hit again. Still driving, and he's still on his feet, and then brought down for maybe a gain of 1. Looks like they got a Cougar player slow to get up. That's number 2. That is Marshall. He's a key cog in this wheel for the Cougars. We got 5:06 left to go here in this third quarter.
Yeah, this quarter is just crawling along as the rain picks up. Bear River continuing to stack the middle.
Pass, looking, gonna run it. Now he's gonna only get maybe 2 yards. They had 3 Bear River Bruins in the pattern, but unable to find one. That'll bring up third down and long, maybe third and 6, 7, maybe 7. So coming to the sideline for the play is Voter. Now he goes back out. Gonna wear him out, running back and forth to the sideline. Well, big third down conversion here coming up for the Bruins.
Only 3 of 8 so far in the game. Looks like they're going to spread 2 wide. Have 2 in the backfield.
Might be a screen pass here. That looks like the formation, but in motion is Clary. Turns it upfield. Quick pass over the middle, and he drops the ball. That was Hollister. Had it right in his hands, but he was going to be short of the first down.
Yeah, he had a safety breathe him down right on him, and I'm sure he outweighs the safety, but there was momentum on center's side. So they're going to punt here.
So now Ben Olina comes in to punt. Nobody back to receive. Put the rush on. Good punt, and it's going to take a Bruin bounce. It'll be down on about the 45-yard line of the Cougars, so they'll take over first and 10. So they keep trading possessions. Don't forget, your next game will be right back here next Friday night as the Bear River Bruins take on the Lincoln Zebras. And you can watch that game on Touchdown Productions YouTube Game of the Week channel. And don't forget, you can also see it on Comcast Channel 11, Suddenlink 16, and Wave Broadband ACTV Channel 20. Here we go. 3 receivers out here to the left as the rain now comes down really hard. 1 back in the backfield. And there's the quick handoff up the middle, and Jimmy Vaughn stops him. Along with Gunnar Simpson.
Looks like he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Now, he may have lost. I think they're going to mark it right there, maybe a half-yard gain. Take a look at this replay as the rain comes down.
There's, looks like it's falling up there. Oh, there it goes. Bear River, again, just stopping the run up the middle. Neither team doing much in the way of mixing up the runs. Swallowed up. Hollister in there for the first touch, and then a mess of Bruins in there to finish the job.
Three backs in the backfield. High snap, second man through. And he's going to get stopped for maybe a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up third down and about 8.
Ooh, that's Joe DiMartini, who's very slow, has to be helped up by Sanchez. He's going to limp off the field. Might have to wash that jersey 4 times to get it white again.
They'll bring up third down and about 6. See if the Bruins can hold it one more time with 2:38 left to go in this third quarter. Still no score yet. Going to pass, looking downfield, and he gets hit right away, and he's still on his feet. That's going to be short of the first down, but coming up and making that hit. I don't know, that was Gunner. That was number 35. It looks like that was Krogman. He can put the hurt on you. That'll bring up fourth down and about 6. And the rain really starts pelting in now.
I have to imagine they'd punt again. They punted in a similar situation, and it seemed to work out for them. They are slow to get to the line.
Clary has come up. He's not going to. Now he backs up a little bit to receive the punt, but I think they're going to. And they almost blocked it again, and nobody back to receive it, and it takes a center bounce, and it's going to be dropped down and marked at the 15-yard line. So Bear River's got 85 yards to go to try to get a score here in this third quarter at 1:21 left.
Ball down to about the 11-yard line, number 12, Nick Sanchez.
Well, the defense has played a whale in the ball game tonight for the Bruins. Offense just can't get it going.
No, really, you take away the first play of the game, and they've been playing fantastic.
Yeah. Well, here come the Bruins now. We'll see if they can muster up some activity. Bad snap, looking to pass. It's a screen pass, and that's going to go. Well, Boder gets away and fumbles the ball, and it looks like they're going to get it over there as he was hit from behind. They turn the ball over again. It's going to be center ball on the Bear River 25-yard line. Wow.
That is the story of Bear River's night.
Man.
Looks like center will take over, first and 10.
Take a look at that replay.
A broken play manages to work out all right. That's Voder. Has the ball, just manages to high step out of the tackle, and then from behind, ball shoots forward. I thought for sure one of those two Bruins would be able to scoop it up, but center had the edge.
Yeah, they got the ball right before it went out of bounds. So here they come now. The quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to get stopped for maybe a 3 or 4 yard gain. Clock under 1 minute now as the rain really starts to come down. I think this is, I'll take a look at the radar map, but I think this is the front coming through right now. It said it was going to come between 7 and 9 o'clock. It's 9:02, and they hit that pretty much on the money.
Second and 4, and they're going to get a delay a game here, I'm sure. Or maybe too many men.
Illegal substitution, they call. And
28 seconds left in the quarter, and this is... It just seems like this quarter has taken longer than the first half. All those penalties. And we just got confirmation from Gil Dominguez. The first half lasted an hour. This quarter has lasted 54 minutes.
So there's about another 15, 20 minutes, and this front will be biased and it's clear after that. So let's see what happens. A pass going to the end zone. He's coming up and making the interception. Did he have it? No, he dropped it.
Slipped
right out of his hand.
That was David O'Brien.
O'Brien had it and just couldn't hold on, so that'll bring up 4th down and 11. Well, 3rd down, I'm sorry. He flipped it too quick for me. So it's this is the mainstay of the Storm. Here's the replay.
Yeah, this just slips right through O'Brien's hands. It was right there. And in fact, the center wide receiver
could have had that.
Yeah, he could have. He was right there for it.
High snap, handoff, fullback, and he's going to get stopped before he gets to the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. And that's the end of the quarter. There's your State Farm Insurance Mike Bratton scoreboard. 6-0. 7 quarters without a score for the Bruins. They're going to have to pull a Colfax finish to get this game in the win column in this 4th quarter. Well, I mean, it is coming down hard. The center of the field is just a quagmire. Hopefully next year the Bruins will be able to reseed this turf, take off that crown, and put in some Bermuda grass to try to make this a better playing field. Because it is really treacherous out there. Even the referees are having a hard time.
This was, I mean, just looking at these 3rd quarter stats, it's shocking how little happened and how much time it took for that nothing to happen.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got, I thought it was 4th down, isn't it?
It says 4th down up on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and they've got he forgot to pull the number out there, but it is 4th down.
Marty, I got an interesting stat for you.
Okay.
In the hour that it took to play that 3rd quarter,
yeah,
a total of 26 yards.
Oh my goodness. Well, you think it's the conditions?
I think that played a part.
I think they've got to change that that down marker because.
No, you're definitely right. You're definitely right, Marty. The indicator over there says 3rd, and it is.
Now they changed it to 4th. I thought I was watching this game. So you just told me a little while ago it was 3rd down.
Well, this quarter has taken so long. I'm gonna blame you for it on and off a bit.
So they've got 4th down and about 7.
Looks like the rain has penetrated our canopy a bit. It's blurring some of the center roster on us. You never know what's going to happen.
No, it's pot luck. So the fans get a little noisy here. High snap, looking to pass, no pressure. And that could be intercepted, and it's knocked down. Smart play in there by Davis as he knocks that ball down. He knew it was 4th down, so if he intercepted it, it was going to be taken way back there. So now the ball will be out marked on the 24-yard line. Bear River will take over, and let's see if they can hold it for more than one play, huh?
That would be nice. Bear River in the 3rd quarter only managed 7 plays.
Wow.
For a total of 12 yards.
That is just amazing.
The really horrible thing about that is they had 4 possessions, 1 punt, 3 turnovers.
Ouch. See if they can hold on to the ball here. You clarion motion. They hand it off, trying to skirt the the other side, and now he's going to try to break it away, running backwards as there was no place to go. So whatever play calling they're running here on these runs is just not fooling the Cougars at all.
No, they're trying to sweep it to the outside now, but the linebackers are playing so close to the line of scrimmage that any run play is immediately going to be swallowed up by the secondary, unless you get some amazing blocking up front. There's not a lot of room to run out there. I think, as horrible as it sounds, you really got to let Voter loose. Bear River's only 1 of 7 through the air tonight.
They got to start throwing maybe some screen passes or something. Oh, he's trying to roll out, stumbles. He's going to get sacked, and down he goes for a loss.
Great tackle there.
Way back to the 10-yard line as Bear River just cannot move the ball anywhere.
Excellent tackle, though, by Joe DeMartini. Voter tried to get a stiff arm in there, but DeMartini closed the gap and got both hands on Voter to drag him down. You'll see it. He penetrates early, gets right through the middle, gets one hand on the jersey, wraps the left hand around, and he's not letting go.
No.
Just a great tackle.
Vetter was in there and just kind of missed the block on him. And he went right around him. So 3rd down and long.
Call it 18.
And they're going to kick it. And it takes a Bear River bounce, and it goes all the way on down to the 41-yard line where they'll take over.
On a good note, that was a 44-yard punt, the longest of the night for Bear River, which is only averaging a hair over 24.
So the Bruins have got to put another big stop. They just have not had good field position. That one opportunity at the end of the second quarter was their golden opportunity, and now it's.
Now in this second half, Center hasn't started deeper than their own 41-yard line. Well, scratch that. They're starting on their 40 now.
Right. Did they have a ball that they recovered earlier in the Bear River territory?
Yeah, on their Bear River 27.
Oh, yeah.
This is the deepest they've been.
And there is a missed tackle, and he missed the tackle again, but it finally knocked out of bounds. DeValey on a keeper.
It's a gain of about 17, which is easily the longest gain of the half by either team. And see the replay, the high snap, he comes back, gets it, takes about a 1 second beat, and then just sprints to the left. All he has to do is beat one tackle here, just a quick move to the left, and tries to get around Davis. And Davis gets enough to knock him off balance.
Yep. High snap again, handoff, left side, coming over, that is, that looks like Krogman, number 35.
Looks like Connor
Hollister was on the stop.
Loss of 1 on the play.
They've got to put a stop on and get the ball back because they're running out of time here in this fourth quarter.
And how strange is that to say with 9 minutes left?
Yeah. They just haven't been able to move the ball.
No, it's looking like they're not even going to have 100 yards of total offense tonight unless their next possession
High
they come up with
snap,
something.
and it's the quarterback keeper, and he's still on his feet, driving, still going, and they ruled it dead back someplace.
And they got 2 flags down.
Yeah.
Coming from opposite sides of the field, so this will probably be coming back.
Yeah, it could be a hold, maybe.
So how much longer until this front moves on, Marty?
Well, it's not very. This is just about the end of it, I think, according to the. And it's going to be stepped off against the Bruins. It looks like.
Let's hear what the referee has to say. He's still talking with the coach for Center. And they'll talk amongst themselves.
Personal foul. Face mask. Wow. Big killer penalty right there. 15 yards from the start of the foul, and that'll take it down for a first down.
All right, Marty, I've got a stat for you. Bear River only has 3 penalties this game.
Yeah.
For 40 yards.
And that one didn't come at an opportune time for them. Bear River needs a turnover at some point in time here in this fourth quarter to stop this drive.
And center is in 4-down territory. You already know that.
Right. High snap. Handoff and doesn't go anywhere. Coming up, the initial hit was Krogman for a loss of about 3.
Loss of about 4.
Looks like 4 yards. Maybe the front has stalled. The end of it.
It's waiting to see how the game plays out.
Yeah, right. That'll bring up second down and about 14. The Cougars are in no hurry here. Snap, handoff, left side, coming over and making the stop. That is last one to hit him was O'Brien. I think that the ball carrier was Roberts. It's so hard now to see through the rain and look at the numbers on the jersey. Third down and about 8. Two backs in the backfield and 3 receivers out into the pattern. Snap, and it's going to be over the left side, and that's going to be short of the first down. Coming up, Davis making the initial hit and stop. But that'll bring up fourth down, and the clock continues to run at 6:25.
Bring up fourth down.
And a big stop here. They'll look and run off another 3 minutes off the clock. So the crowd gets noisy here.
Fourth about 4.
There's a good shot of the scoreboard as the clock continues to run.
The only score of the night on the first play of the game.
Isn't that something? And once again, they're going to let as much time run off the clock, and then they're going to call timeout, I would suspect.
And
yeah,
you
they
suspect
do.
correct.
Takes it down to 5:50.
Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining.
And there's your Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard. And
not too much to report since
no.
the 56-yard pass that started the game. Center Cougars 6-0. And neither team really doing much.
Well, I don't know how to break this to you, but the Storm is backed up from where it was 15 minutes ago. And it is now, what looked like it was going to be moving on through has now backed up, and it's directly overhead. So this rain isn't going to go away anytime soon, it looks like now.
Well, I noticed at the beginning of the game there were some spectators that were braving it with no umbrella and no pop-up tent, but I think they retreated to the safety of their cars.
Yeah. So here come the Bruins. They've got to put a defensive stand right here. 5:50 left to go. It's fourth down and 4. High snap, pitch, off to the right side, and let's see if And coming up, and Hollister gets him, stops him, and it's going to be first down Bruins. Connor Hollister came up with a big play right there. And they take over. So now let's see if Bear River can pull a Colfax finish like they did a couple of weeks ago.
Well, they've got plenty of time. 2 timeouts, 5:43 on the clock. All they got to do is find a way to consistently eat up yards. So far in this half, they have gained 2 yards.
Molina comes in, DeClary goes out. See if they're going to start passing the ball here. Coming in is O'Brien.
Boy, you really hate to have to go deep downfield with the conditions deteriorating like this.
And it's a bad snap. Oh, there's a flag, so that's whatever he's going to get is going to be called back.
Well, there's 2 flags. Yeah. It looks like they are separate flags from where they came in.
Big Bear River's moving backwards. That was the best play of the game. O'Brien went for like 35 yards. Put him. So now it's going to move back.
Both on the offense.
Holding.
On the offense. That's telling the DB1. Also, holding on the offense. Half the distance to the goal line. First down.
Wow. So that's like a 45-yard penalty right there when you add in the run with the penalty. Here it is.
Essentially. There's the one hold on Connor Hollister. That's the one from the back judge. Another comes in from the side. See, there it is away. I didn't catch whose that was, but that Hollister hold, since that came farther back, that'll put them at their own 10-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 20.
Snap again. Here's the run by O'Brien. It doesn't go anywhere. 5:12. The clock continues to run.
The gain of 2 or 3. Not the big 35-yard gain that they so desperately needed here. That'll be 2nd and a hair under forever. Under 5 minutes now.
O'Brien's still in there, looking to pass. Look, he rolls out, looking to pass. He's going to run. Gets chased out of the pocket, throws it downfield, and is caught for a first down. It looks like that was intended for. Can't see. That was Estrella. First down.
That was very close.
Let's see if it's where they spot the ball.
I think it's going to be 3rd and 1. Yep.
Okay, it's going to be short.
17-yard pass, though. And the first Bear River completion since the first quarter.
Wow.
O'Brien's coming out. Voter's coming in.
DeClary comes in.
That'll be a good time to get the ball. Stack in the middle.
3 backs in the backfield, T formation, and and he keeps it. Still going, and he's going to horse collar. They're going to throw a flag? I guess not. It's going to be a first down. Sure looked like he grabbed him by the shoulder pad.
Looks like they'll give it to him. Yeah, they'll give him a 2-yard gain. That'll be a huge 3rd down conversion. And now we're under 4 minutes. O'Brien back in.
Yep. High snap. He's going to run it around the. He's got some running room. He's going to take the ball down to the 50-yard line. 3:34 left. Another first down.
That's a 20-yard run, but let's go back to that big 3rd down conversion by Voter. Comes around. See where he gets him. Now he's got him
by the jersey.
He got him by the jersey, right between the numbers. That was a clean tackle by Elias Jabali, who has been everywhere. And I think center's taking a timeout.
3:20 left to go in this ball game. Coming down to this last drive by the Bruins. The fans are finally into it.
They haven't had much reason to cowbell, but
no,
they're out in force now. And if you wonder why we're excited, take a look at the Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard. We have not had a score since 21 seconds into the game. And Bear River showing some signs of offensive life with a big 20-yard run. That is their longest play of the game.
There's your clock. That's what's left on the game, 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Bear River still with 2 timeouts, though. That is plenty of time. Most of the center defense has also been up on offense. They have had no rest.
Let's see if Bear River can step up, get fired up.
O'Brien is still in, taking snaps.
He's got it on the rollout, looking to pass. Now he steps up, and he's going to run with it. And he gets, still on his feet, gets a first down. He's down to the 41-yard line. It'll be another first down if they mark it where I saw the ball was.
No, I think they're going to give him 9.
Now they're going to have to measure, it looks like. They come up to the line of scrimmage very quickly. They're going to mark it, and then second down.
Yep, they're only giving him 9.
Looked like he had the ball forward on that.
No, I'm with you. That was right. We had the perfect view of it.
Second down and short.
It'll be second down and 1. High snap. He with the ball. He's going to get the first down this time. He cradles it in both hands. Gets the first down. The clock continues to run. 2:53. First down Bruins. Down on the 38-yard line of the Cougars. There's the clock now. Starts running again.
No 2-minute warning in high school.
High snap. He's going to take it again. He's going to run with it. And he gets taken up, but he's got a first down. I don't know if they're going to.
No, they're going to. It looks like they're giving him 9 again.
Really? And the clock continues to run, and the changing of the ball.
Oh, a little stutter step, but he lost his footing.
But he got the first down, I believe, unless I know Bear River calls a timeout with 2:06 left. They're going to have to put the ball in the air here pretty soon.
Their run game is really starting to heat up, giving it to O'Brien and just letting him run. He's getting great blocks by his running backs.
Yep.
And that's what's opening up those huge holes. All he's doing is cutting around the guard, and the first linebacker who's rushing to meet him gets nailed by usually Clary.
And there's your State Farm Insurance scoreboard provided by Mike Bratton, showing still 6-0. As this game's coming down to the wire with 2 minutes and 6 seconds. A field goal won't do him any good.
No, not that I think either team will try for an extra point.
Yeah.
The rain is not let up.
So it's third down now and short yardage. Again. Snaps have been high, and now they're going to take a quick handoff to Boder. He goes around the right side, still on his feet. He's going to get a first down and more down to the 20-yard line. So the fans now come to life. First down and 1:59 left. They're going to have to start putting the ball in the air. Here comes Olina and O'Brien. The 2 O's coming into the ball game here as they hurry up to the line of scrimmage. Let's see if we get a good snap here. High snap again, but now he's going to run it. He spins and moves, but they're going to have to put the ball in the air here with 1:43 left. So the play gets called in there. It's got to be a rollout with a pass in the corner with 1:30 left.
They've certainly set it up with all these runs.
Yeah, but still. And it's in the muddy part of the field. High snap looking into the end zone. And it's going to be caught. Touchdown! That's touchdown! Wagner! Wow, the fans go crazy here. Oh, what this is just like the game at oh my goodness, what a pass in there by O'Brien. And now coming in to kick the extra point is Olina.
Did you catch who was in coverage there?
Who was it?
Elias Jabali.
Oh, really?
He has played a tremendous game.
Oh, he has.
And he was inches away from disrupting that pass.
So now Olina, they're going to be a timeout called here.
That's Bear River's final timeout.
Yeah.
1 minute, 17 seconds
All
left.
right. Wow, I mean, I haven't been this excited in a football game in a long, long time, Steve. Wow.
Well, helps keep your body temperature up.
Wow. Here, watch this now, Steve, on the replay.
Yeah, this was
high snap.
This was exactly the play you called. Set it up, just pick a spot in the back of the end zone, have Wagner up against Jabali, and Wagner with better position. Jabali trying to bring his arms down, but just can't do it.
And holding on is Wagner. Wow. So now Olina's going to try to get a good dry spot on the field. Now he's got an extra. He's a great extra point kicker and a field goal kicker. And let's see if he's going to be able to line this up, because a point right here makes a difference in this ball game.
It's tied 6-6.
Yep. Let's see, we get a good snap here. Good snap, put down, kicked, and it's going to be good! And it's Olina with the extra point. 7-6 with 1 minute and 17 seconds left to go in this ball game. Wow, my, oh my. Bear River, the shades of the Colfax game 2 weeks ago. I can't believe it. What a drive there, Steve.
I have never seen a team so fired up for an extra point. Let's take another look at it as the Cougars bring all the pressure. Oh, here's the pass again.
Yep.
Just one step, Hop sets his feet, gets it in the air, gives Wagner a chance to get to his spot, turn around, get position on Jabali.
And he held on and went down with the ball.
Again,
oh man,
Jabali, who has played such a good game.
Yep, he has.
And you can see it in his reaction here.
Yep.
That's the game.
Because Wagner had great position on him.
He did, and weren't you saying that Wagner, it looked like, was dropping some passes in practice before the game,
well,
during
he
the
made up
warm-ups?
for it right there.
When it counts, your Mike Bratton State Farm Insurance scoreboard. Bear River finally gets a point
with 1:17 left.
After 7 scoreless quarters carrying through 2 games, finally has the lead 7-6.
Oh, now they've got. So now they're going to see what they can do on the kickoff here. Might be a squiver. Bear River's got to be. It's going to be that's going to be a high kick. It's going to be taken in there, and let's see. They're going to smother him down there at the 28-yard line, where it's going to be 1st and 10 with 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go in the game, and in on that Salivar and Hollister and Krogman. So now the defense has really got to step up now.
And this is the
108 on the scoreboard.
This is the worst field position center has had since their last possession of the first half. They are not used to starting this deep. See the scoreboard, 108 left. Center needs to march 71 yards in a minute.
They're going to go with a 3-man rush.
And they only have 1 timeout.
Okay, going back to pass, looking big rush. Then they're going to get him in the backfield. They still got him. That is Jimmy Bond with the tackle. We're a loss. as the clock continues to run with 54 seconds. And they're going to call a timeout, or are they still going to?
They're going into a hurry up.
Hurry up off. Krogman trying to direct traffic down there, looking to pass, rolling, and he's going to throw it out in the flat. It's going to be off the receiver's hands. That'll stop the clock with third down with 38 seconds. Watch this sack in there by Jimmy Vaughn. They only rushed 3.
You see coming from the right side, just a massive hit on the running back, and that frees up the other 2 linemen who have beaten the offensive linemen and rushed in. All 3 pass rushers from Bear River get to Elias Shabali.
Fetter was in on that tackle too. There's old Jimmy Vaughn, and Fetter. Now the rain is let up just a little bit, so this is third down with 38 seconds.
About 3rd and 16.
Bear River have to be careful here. Good snap. Looking right over the middle, and it's almost intercepted. That'll bring up 4th down. Coming over and almost intercepting that ball was Gunnar Simpson. Boy, I tell you what, both of these teams have played excellent defense here tonight under these conditions. Now we've got 34 seconds left. It's 4th down and about 16. This is a big play right here. Bear River has got a hold. I think they have one more timeout left, but this could be the ball game right here.
That's do or die.
Good snap, looking, rolling. It's going to be thrown over the middle. It's going to be almost intercepted. That's your ball game. Bear River's going to win this. Davids comes up, knocks that ball down. 4th down, no flags on the field, and it's going to be a turnover on down with 29 seconds left to go in the game. Wow, what a finish to this ball game. What a drive. I'll tell you what, it's going to be David O'Brien is going to be our player of the game tonight. I don't know what you have to say about it, but you sitting there agreeing with me, I think.
That's fine.
As Connor Hollister played an excellent game on defense. They'll go out and take a knee here as they get ready. Somebody took the snap, and that was Boder. The clock can run down. I don't think they can stop it.
They have one timeout.
They have one timeout.
Why on earth would you use it?
They're not going to fumble at this point.
No, there it is. They're just going to run it out.
Wow. Center wins with 1:31 left to go in this ball game. The Bruins pull out a victory that is going to go down in the record books. This is a repeat deja vu of the Colfax game. Wow, it was definitely a scary game for the Bruins as both teams played well, and I'm shaking like a leaf here, Steve. So both teams go out to the center of the field to congratulate each other, and boy, I tell you, they're going to be. That was Kyle Uclery does a mud roll, and then another mud roll. Here they are tearing up the field, but they are so excited out there. Bear River has put on quite a show here as they do. Oh my goodness, oh my. Oh, they are just having a ball. Oh man, there's gonna be a great huddle out there as the parents stride down to the field. And there's your State Farm Insurance Mike Bratton scoreboard. 7-6, what a ball game. As Bear River scores on their last play, and the Cougars score on their first play. So here's the play. High snap, O'Brien takes 3 steps back, looks into the corner, lofts a pass out there. Wagner goes down, gets good position on the defender, and comes down with the ball, and that is your ball game right there. And then Benolina comes in to kick the extra point on a good snap, a good hold, and Bear River Bruins win this game and come from behind as was a defensive struggle all night long for both of these teams. Had to come up with some big plays, and there's the end of the game as far as Bear River was concerned with that big 6 points to tie the game. And then Benolina comes in, gets a good snap, kicks the extra point, and Bear River holds on for the last minute and 17 seconds. And there's their State Farm Insurance scoreboard, and there they are out there in the center of the field. And I tell you, Coach Logue and Coach Savoy are talking to his team that never gave up. And I tell you, Steve, that was quite a ball game. I mean, I've seen a lot of Bear River games, and especially under these conditions, to have that final play like that is just amazes me that they hung in there for as long as they did.
No, absolutely. This was completely a defensive game. Take a look at the third down conversion. Center was 0 for 10 in third down conversions. How big is defense in there? And only 1 of 6 on fourth down conversions. Center, all 5 turnovers on downs, which were huge for Bear River, kept them in this game. Center also with 7 penalties for 65 penalty yards. Again, huge in keeping Bear River in this game. And even Bear River with 4 big turnovers, only 1 of those on downs, and all the rest of the 3 coming in the third quarter. Really just creating more adversity for them to overcome. But eventually getting there. Bear River on the night, 144 rushing yards, 51 of those coming in that fourth quarter. And they only had 2 plays for negative yardage on the ground, and that was really big, keeping the momentum, just driving down the field. Some big penalties for Center really kind of shot themselves in the foot there, coming down in the clutch. Jeez, those Bear River players. Their uniforms are almost as dirty as the Center's. Center, though, God, that's a game you hate to lose if you're Center. Not much offense after the first drive. 88 yards through the air. Jabali was 4 of 14, which is not a great percentage. Bear River only 3 of 9. So, 23 total passes. I wasn't that far off in my prediction, but 2 of 2. Bear River 2 of 2 for 37 yards in the fourth quarter. For getting those big yards, setting it up with all those run plays. Bear River only averaged 4.2 yards a carry, but it was enough, especially in that fourth quarter where it was consistent, where you knew if you needed 2 yards, give it to you, Clary, have a keeper for O'Brien. They'd get the big blocks out in front, and that was the story. Bear River not giving up.
Don't forget that 35-yard run that was called back on the holding call.
Oh, yeah, that was.
Yeah, I mean, that was brutal.
But it was.
They fought back from adversity, and you got to hand it to them. I mean, I was sitting here in that fourth quarter with 6 minutes to go in the game, and I'm saying, and they've got the ball. It's got to be a long drive like they did against Colfax, and they ended up pulling the same thing off. It was just absolutely amazing.
No, and also that last quarter, Center was 0 for 4 passing. And Bear River had their one and only sack, but it came at just the right time. You could tell Center's spirits were completely broken after the touchdown and the extra point. They were hinging on coming up with a stop somewhere in that series, and when they couldn't do it, their offense completely folded.
There's a good shot of Connor Hollister right there. That young man just played a whale of a ball game. And but David O'Brien, the young junior who came in tonight, and they have specialty plays for him with carrying the ball and from the shotgun formation on that direct snap. But then he came through with a couple of big passes, and that was the difference in your ball game.
Absolutely.
Oh, boy, my voice is gone again. Your executive producer and director for tonight's game, doing an excellent job, Gilbert M. Dominguez. Your announcers, they're going to go the camera operators first. We got Sonyu Enos and Cody Hitchcock. Your announcers for tonight's game, Marty Mortensen along with Steve Sitter. Nice job again, Steve. It's great to work with you and all those stats. Fine job. Remote facilities provided by the Commander 2. Commander 2 Maintenance, Plaza Tire and Auto Service, Reeves Auto Parts. Player of the Game Award, David O'Brien wins the Bill Slade & Sons and Stuckey Engravers Award tonight. Nice job, David. Touchdown to County provided by Centro Graciano, LLP. Don't forget, we've got over 1,500 broadcasts. You can also watch us on the YouTube channel, Channel 11, Suddenlink Channel 16. And for Gil Dominguez, the entire Touchdown Production Sports team, Steve Sitter, and this is Marty Mortensen saying thank you for watching on your NorCal Game of the Week, and we'll see you next time, next week here at Bear River. Good night, everybody.